Hi friends, welcome back to my book nook. This is my book nook now.
Hello my friends, my name is AJ and welcome back to my book nook. I have a very special guest here today who through the magic of editing will suddenly appear. So, as you can see, we are joined by a very special guest today. This is my sister. We decided we were gonna do something a little bit fun and different for this video. So we're doing a little two truths and a lie style challenge where I have looked up some ridiculous titles of Harlequin novels and Brianna has looked up some ridiculous titles of children's books.
Yeah.
And we are going to quiz each other to see if we can figure out which one we made up and which ones are real. The inspiration for this came from whenever we go to Walmart, I love looking at the books and specifically the Harlequin novels because they have the most ridiculous titles. Let's dive right in.
Okay. We have 5 rounds each.
Five rounds each.
Essentially 2 truths and a lie.
Yeah.
But 2 true titles and 1
2 titles and a lie.
lie title.
Yeah.
Lie told, you
Lie
might
told.
say. Are yours categorized?
Mine are categorized. As you will see, there are certain words that are very common among Harlequin novel titles. So your first category is Cinderella. So the titles are The Prince's Forbidden Cinderella, The Greeks' Secret Cinderella, and The Italians' Innocent Cinderella.
They're all very similar. Why are 2 of them nationalities and 1 is just a prince?
The prince is the nationality, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, from the magical land of Princeton. I feel like you wouldn't describe a Cinderella as a noun as innocent, but she could be secret and she could be forbidden. That makes more sense to me. I'm gonna say that the lie is the Italians.
The Italians. Innocent?
What was it? Innocent Cinderella.
You're going for the alliteration then. Italians innocent.
Oh. Is it alliteration? There's only
It's the
2
same
words.
I don't know.
I think for it to be an alliteration, it needs to be 3 words. Yes, number 3, I think, is the lie.
That is incorrect.
Ooh.
The answer was The Greeks' Secret Cinderella.
I should have known. You mentioned that there were a lot of Greek titles. I'm sure that's a category on its own.
No, there isn't.
Oh.
I wanted to mix it up a little bit.
The Italians'
Innocent
Cinderella is a real title.
It is a real title.
All right, my first category is farts and poop. You'd be surprised, or maybe you wouldn't be surprised, how many children's books revolve around farts and poop. And or poop. Number 1 is No One Likes a Fart. Number 2, Someday a Bird Will Poop on You. And number 3, That's Not Chocolate.
Okay. I can see That's Not I feel like that's a book I have heard of before. I feel like that one's probably real because I feel like it's something I might have heard before, or maybe that's just in my head. I'd like to think I've heard of it before. And it would be a good lesson for children. Don't eat chocolate mousse that you find on the floor. Someday a bird will poop on you and no one likes a fart. I feel like the no one likes a fart could be like not just talking about farts. Like it could also be like, oh, it's, instead of saying you're an idiot, which is a bad word, say, you're a fart.
But fart isn't.
No, fart is fine. But someday a bird will poop on you. It just sounds like something like a person would come in and tell the children and be like, this is your future. Everything will go wrong and someday a child will poop on you. I don't know if that would be a book, so I think Someday a Bird Will Poop on You.
Is the lie?
Well, I don't know though, because if you were gonna make one up, that sounds insane.
Buckle up.
I'm gonna go with Someday a Bird Will Poop on You because that was the farts and poop category, and the other 2 are both poop, and I think if you're gonna make one up, it would have been a poop one as well. So I think bird poop is the lie.
Final answer?
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
I did not make that up. The one that I made up was That's Not Chocolate.
Okay. Okay, that was the one I was confident in.
Yeah.
Well, there goes my confidence for the rest of the day.
Sorry. Someday a bird will poop on you. That was one of the first ones I found. Made me laugh.
Really? All right. The next category, it has to do with marriage. So the first one is the Greeks' forgotten marriage.
Go with the Greeks again.
The next one, the wife the Spaniard never forgot. And the last one is the Italian's forgotten wife.
Life?
Wife.
Wife.
The theme is marriage.
The theme is forgotten marriages.
No.
Or
the Spaniard never forgot his wife.
I feel like I've seen that one. The wife, No. I don't feel like I've seen that one. It's something similar, though. I feel like I saw a title similar to that one in our little Walmart browse of the Harlequin novels.
Right.
Let's make it clear. We don't read Harlequin novels.
No.
But they are fun.
Nothing against people who do.
No. Also, we're not saying anything about the quality of these books. We don't know. We haven't read them. But
the titles are fun.
I feel like I've seen something similar, and it's a twist. It's a slight lie. I feel like you used it for inspiration, and slightly changed the title. So I think it's the second one. The wife the Spaniard never forgot.
You think that's the lie?
I think that's the
but
lie.
You think I took inspiration?
I think you took inspiration from a different book. Something about a Spaniard and never forgetting something. And turned it into a wife.
That is incorrect. You were actually close, though, because the one that I faked, I did actually just change, like, one word. So the one I faked was the Italian's forgotten wife. It was actually the Sicilian's forgotten wife.
Oh... Come on. Category number 2 for mine is animals / creatures.
Okay.
Number 1, Myrtle Turtle goes to the Supreme Court. Number 2, Clever Polly and the Stupid Wolf. And number 3, 100 Mighty Dragons all named Broccoli.
I feel like the Supreme Court one might be true, because I've seen a lot of, like, those kids' books that try to, like, talk about, like, different topics with kids, you know? Probably true, because that might be a good one. And Myrtle Turtle? That's a character that could exist. 100 Mighty Dragons all named Broccoli is an insane title, but it might be something to, like, get kids to eat their food. And then the third one was what again?
Clever Polly and the Stupid Wolf.
Clever Polly and the Stupid Wolf. I mean, I imagine that's supposed to be, like, a Red Riding Hood style thing. So that could be how you made it up. I don't know if they would want to put stupid in the title, because that's a bad word. Why would you put that in unless that's to psych me out? 100 dragons worth of broccoli is altogether too much broccoli.
Did you say worth of broccoli?
Yeah.
100 Mighty Dragons all named Broccoli. We're not paying for them using broccoli.
I'm imagining this is a metaphor to get kids to eat their vegetables. I'm locking in my answer. Too many dragons.
Huh? What's your answer?
The dragons.
Oh, you think that's a lie.
Yes.
100 Mighty Dragons all named Broccoli.
Yes.
Incorrect.
What was
That is a true book.
What is it about? Am I right?
100 Mighty Dragons all named Broccoli.
Oh.
They live on an island or something called... No, it's
Broccoli?
not called Broccoli, but they're all called Broccoli. I didn't read the book. The one I made up was Myrtle Turtle goes to the Supreme Court. So we're not doing very well so far.
No, we're not. Well, I mean, we're tied. The next theme is babies. So...
We're not romancing the babies.
No.
Thank goodness.
The Mediterranean twin baby scandal, carrying her boss's Christmas baby, and the baby the desert king must claim.
Well, whatever one you made up, well done, I have
Thank
to
you.
say. Those are all great. What was the first one? The Mediterranean twin baby caper mystery?
I think that's just called a kidnapping. The Mediterranean twin baby scandal.
Scandal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. The Mediterranean twin baby scandal. I could see... Okay, I feel like I've seen the Christmas Baby one before.
We know how well that's worked out for us in the past as reasoning.
Yes. Maybe I'm remembering it incorrectly and you changed the name again. Who knows? You've been very tricky about your lies so far. The Baby the Desert King Must Claim?
Yeah.
I think it's that one.
The Baby the Desert King Must Claim?
Yeah. Because that doesn't sound very romantic. The baby scandal does.
Is that just because you think the Mediterranean is more romantic than the desert?
More of them take place in the Mediterranean than the desert.
That's true.
Which also might be why you made it up. Okay, I do think that you kind of went along with the Greek Mediterranean kind of theme.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that the Mediterranean baby scandal. I think that's the lie.
That is correct.
Yay!
There was a few that were like the twin surprise or the baby scandal. I picked Mediterranean though because you would normally see like the Greeks.
My next category is old retro books.
Okay.
That are meant to be educational. Number 1, who cares about elderly people? Number 2.
This is your first time on the channel.
It's the name of the book.
Really asking the hard-hitting questions.
It's the name of the book. Number 2.
Or is it?
Children are no match for fire.
Okay.
Number 3. Johnny eats his liver.
I think the elderly one is real. Because you could have like a moral where it starts with a kid being like, oh, you're old. You're gonna die soon. I don't want to go visit grandma. And then they're like, well, neither does anyone else. So maybe you should start. Children are no match for fire. You said these are retro? Like these are like just old books?
Yeah.
I can see that possibly existing. And Johnny eats his liver. That could just be talking about like the dish. It's not like when they say his, it's like saying his broccoli. I think the lie is children are no match for fire.
Incorrect.
Was it the
I did
liver?
not make that up. Yes. Johnny eats his liver was the one I made up.
Ah, dang it.
Well, I did kind of see it as an educational, Johnny is a picky eater and he doesn't want to eat his liver. The elderly people one, I think it's meant to be like who is the person or like what's
Who
the
looks
profession that
after.
looks after.
Yeah.
But it's a fun
I
title.
knew for a fact that one had to be real because you got way too defensive when I called you out for that one. The next theme is forbidden.
Oh, good.
Hired by the forbidden Italian. Forbidden night with the boss. Forbidden to the powerful Greek.
Forbidden to the powerful Greek?
Yeah. I'm assuming this is talking about people. You are forbidden to the powerful boss. Or Greek.
I don't think that you would have come up with hired by the forbidden Italian.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that would be something. Although, it does have the word Italian in the title, so who knows?
Everyone knows
Anymore.
that I made up Italians. They're not actually real.
Just a myth.
It's a fictional place. Like Narnia. Or Wales.
I feel like Boss, what was it? The
Forbidden Night with the Boss.
That sounds very real. But it also sounds, because it sounds so real, something that could easily be made up. Forbidden fruit of the...
Forbidden to the powerful Greek.
Forbidden to the powerful Greek. That one just doesn't make sense. So I don't think you would have made that up because I think you have a bit more proper grammar than
thank
that.
you.
You're welcome. I think it's the boss. Number 2. The Forbidden Night with the Boss.
That is correct.
Yay!
Look at you.
Way we go. My 4th category is books
Okay.
with controversial topics. The Night Dad Went to Jail. Auntie Lou's 38 Tattoos. The hips on the drag queen go swish, swish, swish. I don't know how you're remembering all of these.
I'm barely in. The night Dad went to jail. I feel like that could be a good book. Because, you know, some kids, their parents might end up going to jail and they need someone to, like, understand that. So I can see that existing. Auntie Lou's 38 Tattoos. Yeah, I can see that existing. I don't know if that would need a book, though. I think maybe if there was going to be a book about someone with tattoos, it might not be a relative. Because if it's a relative, you don't really need a book to explain it to you. And then the last one was The Hips on the Drag Queen Go Swish, Swish, Swish. Mm-hmm. That's a long title. The two most controversial, well, yeah, I feel like the two most would probably be the jail and the drag queen one. I feel like the tattoo one isn't that controversial, at least not by, like, today's standard. I am gonna say the tattoo one is fake.
That's correct.
Yeah!
Auntie Lou's 38 Tattoos. The Hips on the Drag Queen Go Swish, Swish, Swish was probably my favorite title that I found.
It's a great title. The final category, the final round. I need to win both of these to tie. I'm not going to tell you what the category is.
Okay.
You will be able to figure it out. Return of the Rancher Billionaire. Return of the Outback Billionaire. Return of the Untamed Billionaire.
Is this a series?
No, these are all different.
Oh. So it's all the same except the adjective is different. Rancher.
Outback.
Untamed. Man, you're really giving me a challenge here, aren't you?
So the theme is billionaires returning. It's my favorite genre of literature.
Genre, yes. Where have they been? Where are they going? Where do they come from?
Where do they go?
I feel like Untamed is one.
Okay.
That is true. I don't know if I've heard the term rancher before.
Really?
Yeah. Could it be because you made it up?
I definitely didn't make it up.
Rancher. The Rancher Millionaire.
You've never heard, like, a rancher, like...
I know, like, ranch hand.
Well, rancher is like the person who owns the ranch.
Oh. I'm going to say...
And the Outback is an Australian.
Right.
And Untamed could mean anything.
Mm-hmm. That's why I think that one's true. I feel... I don't know.
Which do you think is more likely? And then pick the opposite.
That's a strategy.
Yeah.
I think that you made up Outback.
Incorrect. I'm still in the game, baby. I made up Return of the Rancher Billionaire.
Oh, I was so close to guessing that one.
The Outback Billionaire was actually the first one that I found. And I thought it was, well, as far as the Return of the Billionaire ones, and I thought it was so funny that I was like, I need to find more billionaires returning.
Mm-hmm. Don't we all? Okay, so my final category
it all comes down to this.
Granny. Grannies versus zombies. Granny dropped her chompers down the toilet. Gangsta Granny.
Okay, Granny dropped her chompers down the toilet, I think is real. Because I can see that being like a real thing. Like, oh, Grandma dropped her. What else is down there?
Educational.
Education.
What do we find in our public sewer system?
Gangster Grandma and Grandma versus zombies. It all comes down to this. Because Grannies versus zombies I can see as like a Plants versus Zombies type thing. Like, that definitely exists. And kids like zombies.
Mm-hmm. Kids also like gangstas.
I don't know if you would have come up with Gangsta Granny. Grannies versus zombies I can see you maybe coming up with. I feel like you might have come up with like a different Granny one than Gangsta Granny. So I think the fake one is Grannies versus Zombies.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct!
Hey! We tied!
I think you got 2 correct and I got 3 correct of yours. It evened out. We fooled each other and we got some right. So yeah. There we go. Look at that.
Perfect. Mm-hmm. What a perfect ending to a perfect video.
Ding!
But yeah, that is it for us today, I guess. Let us know if you enjoyed this video, and if you did, maybe we'll do another one in the future and try to break that tie.
We certainly had fun doing it.
Yeah, for sure. That was very fun. I've definitely been able to find more Harlequin titles. There's a plethora of more that I could have chosen. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up or go ahead and hit that subscribe button to get notified when my next video comes out. That's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see all of you lovely people in the next video. Bye!